AI, we love that vision. That 2006 title ended up setting the record for surfers representing Hawaii. 4 Pipe Masters titles to his name, 3 world titles, winning the Triple Crown. So many seasons, dominant Haleiwa, Sunset, and here at Pipe. During the break pots, this one did get started. K.Ramey from Kauai getting an opening turn off on the right.
Yeah, just trying to get that quick start. I mean, obviously, conditions out here this morning, very difficult. We've seen a lot of low-scoring affairs, but every now and again, there's a couple of good little waves come through.
It's almost like at the start of the year, it felt like he was making a serious comeback to the Jersey. And great to see K.Ramey over here on the North Shore. 2.33 start. Joined with names like J.Robinson, Benji Brand, and J.Becret from France.
I think he's right up there, Joe. You know, J.Robinson, for me, probably one of the better all-round surfers. That's for sure. I mean, obviously his forte is big barreling waves, the heavy water waves, the choke boots, cloud breaks, pipeline.
It's tough for sure because we're all friends, especially since this is a local event that we all grew up together, or we either looked up to them or we're in the same heat together. So it's pretty tough. Yeah, you kind of got to just block it out for that 30 minutes and just kind of just go for it.
Also for Seth, Josh's younger brother, who's going to be a rookie on the Dream Tour next year. So Josh moving on into the next round.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's it's instilled in him, isn't it? We're seeing a lot of guys on tour that their sons are now competing.
This is J.Robinson from Western Australia. Quick look at the left.
That was a good little wave there from Jack.
And now living up to the expectations because their father, an absolute charger at every venue around the world. Looking at the approach from J.Robinson.
Yeah, well, Jack, no stranger to the tube ride. One of the best backhand tube riders really there is for such a young bloke. He's honed his skills at a very young age. He's not scared. He'll throw himself over the ledge. At such a young age, he had such a high wave IQ when it came to heavy water waves.
As we see Benji Brand, fin throw reverse attempt, ends up incomplete. And got some bombs in that opening round. Catching up to a quick little effort from J.Becret from France. Incomplete on that effort as well, so small score. Wave action continues with J.Robinson. There's that perfect backhand tube approach. All of a sudden, he'll get hung up on the way out. And that score is going to be incomplete.
The wave is still powerful.
K.Ramey in transition. That end section is going to shut down on Kyle and affect that score. They like seeing you drive through those hollow parts of the wave, and then the challenging part is to get the exit, seeing more waves ridden. Down the line from Justin right now. Getting the Billabong wild card to this event. Setup work towards his inside corner. He'll just knife it shut. Every little maneuver counts when you're just chasing at 2.31.
Still hard to get a score like that. Let's have a look at Justin's wave here. Nice little snap in the pocket. So trying to build his points, trying to get some sort of momentum and complete a ride. A lot of these guys have had some really sort of low-scoring affairs.
So quick in the tube that he turned them into mid-range fives. That seems like one of the better performances we've had throughout this morning today, Potts.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you look at the single high score. Josh Moniz, as we see there, the young Frenchman fights his way out through the barrel here at Pipeline, Joe.
You get to stay right on the beach of Pipeline. Late takeoff, nice and clean, Potts.
Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously hailing from France, obviously being coached by Richard Dogmarsh, no stranger to the barrel. Hossegor.
Any question that he needs to ask before he paddles out? Oftentimes he's heard it before. He'll just get a little refresher and paddle back into a lineup that he loves. Koa has been such a standout on the big days and seen some cool fans here first thing in the morning on Trials Day. There's been a lot of anticipation on this event, Potts, as we know, finally getting started after a handful of lay days. Meanwhile, Jack driving through that section, he's going down.
Surfing every day, enjoying the lifestyle here on the North Shore.
No complaints there, Potts. Justin now up on the back end, snapping it off the lip. And just a little redirect, awkward section there over the shallow reef. So just wanted his safety out of there to stay on his feet. Looking to improve on a 2.83.
So if you do something special out here, it is generally going to be seen. And that was pretty special right there from young Benji Brand, this spot.
As we transition down to the barrel of Pipe, J.Robinson also getting an exit. Potts, we just saw back-to-back keepers for Benji Brand on his approach.
To really come out of the barrel, J.Robinson knifes it. sort of mid-face, which is a perfect positioning for him, and then just slows himself down. Beautiful technique there from J.Robinson. You can see the first part of the wave. Now he starts to slow. A bit of a lump and bump right there, that kind of almost a bucking Broncos situation where he needed to renegotiate right there, almost threw him off, but the body position, everything just absolutely perfect there for Jack.
More of a rookie on the top 34, had another solid season on the qualifying series. Came very close to getting his spot back full time as we go right into the pit with J.Becret from France getting the exit. He loved the way how that one felt. And now a couple of scores to be locked in for Justin.
Yeah, I mean, let's have a look at this one. Nice shot there inside the tube. You can see all the adjustments that need to be made, and the thing that made him complete that ride, Joe, is he didn't slow himself down. You can see him using that front hand to keep in touch with the speed of the wave.
You really think, was that due to the technical factor of disengaging the fins right in the critical part of the wave? Well, we'll continue this one. J.Robinson pulls in, gets the completion, gets out of there. 3:22 to go. Wants to go back-to-back to represent into the main event. Here comes Benji now, looking for a 2.44. Times a solid backhand hack in the closeout section. And with 45 seconds to go, he might have to leave it at that effort.
Beautiful bottom turn, nice tight snap in the pocket. For me, that was a little conservative, didn't really come in connection with the lip, kind of turned just before it.
We're into the countdown. Benji Brand chasing.
You got it.
A small number, 2.63. Benji Brand gets it on one backhand hack. Knocks out J.Robinson and K.Ramey from competition. J.Becret takes the big win to move on to the quarterfinals.